The time is right.
Violet, Scarlet, Yui, and Terra stepped out of their tanks, after what must have felt like hours to them. Guys, you okay? This probably isn't the best time to mention it, but I made a bet with Four about what would happen when they got the memories back. What did you bet? I'm going to watch from a safer distance, if you don't mind. If looks could kill, the girls had just gotten out of the tanks would have killed me several times over. They ran towards me yelling and screaming, "Don't run me over! You five-timing little cheater! Wait, I can explain! Too late. They were on me like hyenas. Ah! The timing on that was amazing! Anyway, now that we've all calmed down, how about we go over the escape plan? Better be good, Allie. For your sake, Pescrudo. Out with it then! Alright, listen up. For the next hour, Allie explained her plan. From start to finish, that must be a very detailed plan. Trust me, it's the best we've got. If this is our plan, we're doomed. Good plan! Congrats, Miss Grudel. You've made it to day 2. You really gave our audience a run for their money yesterday with Scarlet. I don't know when to stop. And that's before we got zombies involved, believe it or not. I'm glad to hear that. You think you'll choose Scarlet at the end of this? I figure it's best to make things seem uncertain as possible, and not to get too focused on any one girl. Kat said that getting low ratings during the show could end up with them shutting it down early. That happens this time, then game over. The only reason we're able to make these moves right now is because Allie's machine glitched out. Who knows if that would ever happen again? There's no room for error. She's definitely my number 1 right now, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see, but I've got a really good feeling about her. I like the sound of that. But you know what I like even more? Drama. And what better way to start that fire than a full date with another woman? If it ain't broke. So, who's it gonna be? Have you ever noticed that there's only one room in the mansion that's locked? Nope, not even a bit. Really? It's right by the games room, and it's not the hidden one. Starting to understand why you've been stuck here all this time. I was snooping around at night looking for snacks when I saw a cat open it, using a black key they kept on a key ring in her pocket. It's definitely a master key. I've seen her use the same key both in the mansion as well as on other buildings. I'm fumbling right now so much. The music is just... I don't know how to feel. Sounds like it'd be pretty good to get our hands on. That. Exactly. If you get me that key, for even a minute, I can make a mold of it that we can use it as a duplicate key. I'm betting it would be pretty helpful for us. Jesus. Why did the song do this to me? I'm betting that would be pretty helpful for helping us get out of here, to put it lightly. It's awesome, but wouldn't Kat notice her master key going missing? You're absolutely right, especially if you or I try to take it. I'm feeling a butt coming. But it won't be you or I taking it for. Tomorrow, I'll have to take Yui on a date. Let me go get Yui. By the end of tonight, you'll both understand why it has to be you two. I'd say it sounds like a plan, but I have no idea what's going on. Okay? Trust me, Pescrudo. When have I ever been wrong? I could list every single date we'd been on as evidence. Those don't count. Yui. There's just something about her, you know? We'll make it happen. It was the first date since getting all the girls' memories back. We went for a walk in the woods, the same date we had when we truly had met again for the first time. It was a little awkward at first, figuring out how to not give away what we knew on camera, but we figured it out pretty quick. It's so nice to see you again, Pescrudo. I feel the same way, Yui. After all this time, it's gotta be fate, hasn't it? It must be. To be honest, I feel a little like things are going a little over my head. The show, meeting you again, everything, it's just moving so fast. Sometimes I feel like everything's just moving too fast for me to keep up. But with you, everything feels alright. Like I know it's going to be okay. Would it be okay if we just spent today this way? She leaned in closer and closer and put her arms around me, not closer and closer. Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way, Yui. Wait a minute, what about getting the master key? I can tell from your face what you're thinking about. Don't worry, I've got that covered. Bun Bun Bun! Bun 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 darted out of a nearby bush and ran to Yui's side. You're kidding, is that the one with the key? He's a good boy, he's a good boy! She picked him up and hugged him tight. It was impossible not to smile. Almost forgot. Bun Bun Bun. Hunt! Bun 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 leapt out of her arms and dashed towards the mansion. And with that out of the way, how about we walk for a little longer? What just happened? She reached for my hand and held it tight. I'd like that. We walked and talked for hours. When we took breaks, we laid next to each other on the grass, talking about anything and everything. Yui's a lovely girl. At times, I remembered how dire the situation we were in, and I couldn't help but freeze up. But with Yui, I'm never afraid to face those fears. She makes me braver with just a smile. Even when she couldn't ask directly about what was on my mind, she found ways to comfort me despite that. And in turn, to make her smile made me feel lighter than air. Life without her would be... A life with her would be wonderful, not without her. I've got to make sure to get all of us out of here safe. Skrudel? Yeah? I love you, Skrudel. Hope we can spend another day together, just like this, soon. Me too, Yui. We walked back to the mansion together, hand in hand, then went our separate ways. Skrudel, you would not believe what happened to me today. What happened, Cat? I got attacked by some kind of forest monster. It was at least 10 feet tall, had monstrous teeth, and there was at least 5 of them. It took everything I had not to laugh. Luckily, I managed to fight them off without any permanent injury. I made sure that 4 deleted the footage. That shit was both embarrassing and traumatic. That's good to know. They also gave me a lift. This is the worst one yet. What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. I've just had a long day. I'll bet. You should get some rest while you have the chance. 5 forest beasts is nothing to sniff at. You're making fun of me, aren't you? Not at all, Cat. Forest beasts affect 1 in 10 people. It could happen to you. Right. I'll see you later, Skrudel. Good night, Skrudel. Mission success. I can't believe that worked. How did you train your pet bunny to do all that? It's all thanks to our special training last night. I may have made a few contracts with a few devils from the forest, but... I'm sorry, what? I'm half kidding, don't worry about it. Which half? Are the keys ready to use? Not yet, which sucks. Going to take a little longer for the makeshift plaster to set. Where'd you get that plaster from, by the way? Believe me, knowing more about how we got it will not make you any happier as a person. I'm cool with not knowing. Anyway, the keys will probably be usable tomorrow morning. But you'll have to have your next date by then. Okay, here's the thing, because the music is like giving me positive vibes. This background doesn't give me positive vibes, and that's creating a conflict in my head on how these lines should be read, essentially. I don't know. We'll test them out as soon as a stack tomorrow. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Awesome, let's go team. How about you let the rest of the girls know, Skrudel? Force disabled the audio recording in the house at night, so we should be good to talk back up there. I'll let them know. We walked back up the staircase. What? The staircase. Back to the mansion. Where are they? I can hear some sounds from the kitchen. I'll make my way over. Hey Violet, how are you? Goodness, apologies, Skrudel. I didn't see you there. You seemed pretty deep in thought. What's on your mind? Besides the, say, hundreds of different versions of memories of the same week, I'm worried for the people back home. Yui has her brother to worry about, though she tries not to burden anyone with that feeling. Brothers, anyway. Everyone has family out there, and who knows what's happened to them in the last, well, however long we've been trapped here. I've never gotten along with my parents that well, but even so, they must be worried sick. I'm sure they're doing fine, Violet. and they're going to be so happy to see you again. You're right, Miss Grudel. No, there's no way you could know that for sure, could you? Sorry about the pause, my brain just broke. I guess so, but we've got to believe, right? I suppose you're right once again, Miss Grudel. When we finally escape this dreadful place, I'm going to hold them so tight. It's kind of funny. What is it, Violet? I told you I had a twin sister, right? Yeah, you did. Her name was Viola? That would be her. She's always my parents' favorite. You know the type. She came in first just about everything, while I did not. Even so, we got along just fine. I was proud to call her my sister. Then there was the accident. She saw the car before I did. She moved to protect me before I could, and in the end, she was hit before I was. And she died for it. I'm so sorry, Violet. Before then, I had no problem being second place to her. But for her sake, just one time, I wish I had come in first. I'm oversharing, aren't I? I apologize. It's okay, Violet. Just say what you're feeling. You're kind, Miss Grudel. It's something that I adore about you, you know. After Violet died... Viola, fuck. I did my best to live up to the standards she set for my parents. You can probably guess how well that went. I wasn't as good as running the business or appearing prim and proper, or even things like finding a partner. It's a little embarrassing, really, but that's the whole reason why I came here. My parents saw an ad for the show and thought it might help me. Or perhaps they just wanted to kick me out of the house to make more room for a new baby brother. I couldn't resist the chance for them to support me for once. At times, I feel like I can't do anything right. Look at how the show has developed. This is a nightmare in every regard. Violet? Yes? I held her in my arms tightly. You're an incredible woman. Believe me. There's nothing you can't do. I've seen you put the fear of God into the Brothers Five and make delicious meals that some people would probably kill for. Even if this is a nightmare, it's one we're going to get out of together, and we wouldn't be able to do it without you. You're too kind. Thank you for the... I appreciate it. But enough about me. Have you remembered anything about why you came here? Unfortunately, I haven't. But I'm hoping the Master Key we pilfered up will help with that. Pilfered? Pilfered. I hope so, for your sake. In the event where it does not provide any answers, my previous offer about finding you help outside of here to get your memories back stands. Thanks, Violet. I really appreciate that. It is the least I could do. I still fancy you quite a bit, you know. I know it's not the time or place, but maybe when we get out of here, perhaps you'll join me for, say, a lovely cruise around what's left of the world. I'm looking forward to that day. As am I. We talked for a few moments longer, before retiring for the night. For once, I lay in bed not worrying about being killed. For once, I was excited for what tomorrow could bring. It's only up from here. Beskrudel? Ali, what are you? Never mind that. You've got to come down to the lab. When do I stop the recording? What is it? We found something, and I know you'll want to see it. She reached for my hand and pulled me as we ran. Fuck it. The other girls were already there, crowded around the table with a pile of folders on top of it. What's going on? I was just looking around the lab when I stumbled across these. They're our files. I didn't read anyone's but my own, but I have to warn you. Caution was the last thing on all of our minds. Most of us scrambled to find our own file, except Yui, who was already holding hers, and Harry. Weird. There's no file for me here. I double-checked, but there was nothing for me. Maybe I don't remember a past because I have no past. Guess I'm not getting any answers today. Hallie slowly walked toward the pile, found her own, then opened it in one fluid motion. Interesting. What is it? Ali Major, sent to the island for being suspected of committing treason against the government. Selected for the experimental show of fitting the sporty girl archetype. We need one of those. It's good to know this whole get-up was a good idea. Do you know how I actually fucking hate sports? I had never seen Ali look so angry. Let's see. They got all the fake information I gave. That sounds about right. What is it? They've been taking extremely detailed notes on me for every single run of the show. For the past 2 years. What I've done, things I've said, in private or with others, they've got notes down here to how and when I brush my teeth. How I react differently when they change the show or tell me different things, or... We're nothing but lab rats to them. It's true. And it's my fault. What do you mean? If I hadn't invented this machine in the first place, none of this would have ever happened. You couldn't have known, Scarlet. You really wanted to help people, and that was a great thing. It's not your fault someone ended up using your invention like this. If you say so, Prescruttle. My file says that they wiped my memories and put me on the show to make sure that no one else could build this technology? Can't even begin to understand how that could be a reason for causing all of this. I'm not sure we'd even want to understand the people who run this place. The room fell silent. I wanted to crack a joke to ease the tension, but it was impossible. Thank goodness. Wait, what? I'm surprised to hear you say that, Yui. All things considered. Sorry, I know how that must have sounded. Sorry, guys. Mine's the same as Ali. They've tracked me, measured, commented on so many things about us. So many times. It feels so violating. That's not all bad. Did I ever tell you why I came on the show, Prescruttle? No? Why's that? I forgot. I wasn't allowed to tell you. That was one of the conditions. To be completely transparent, the reason was money, and nothing but that. It was hard enough to take care of myself without my parents, let alone 2 brothers and a whole farm. I've remembered now. It was Kat who reached out to me. She told me that if I came onto the show, my brothers and the farm would be taken care of for life. I know this is all horrifying, but I'm glad she held up her end of the deal. Even if I might die here, and never see them again. That's too depressing to think, Yui. We're going to get out of here, and see your brothers again, together. Thanks, Prescruttle. I'd like that. I'm curious, Yui. What kind of archetype did they list you as? The girl next door. Figured. Damn it! That sounds a lot better than Gaming Gremlin. Yui, Scarlet, Ali, and I laughed. At times like these, having a mood filter like terror around was critical. I looked at Violet, who had been silent the whole time. She was trembling. Violet, are you... Please, God, don't let this be true. Violet fell to her knees and sobbed, with her hands against her face. I rushed to her side. Are you okay, Violet? Violet threw her folder against the floor, causing the papers inside to scatter through the room. Nothing is okay, Prescruttle. It doesn't matter if I get off this island or not. I'm not like you. I have nothing to go back to, no one to stand by me. There's nothing for me either way. Violet, wait! She ran to the stairs. Her sobs echoed through the staircase and through the lab. I moved to follow her, but Yui stopped me. I think she might need some time alone, Prescruttle. I didn't mean to look, but after her papers scattered around the room, Maybe you should just read it. Yui handed me the papers that were in Violet's file. Violet Valentine is a special case, otherwise unremarkable, but she's the daughter of Edgar and Vane Valentine, one of our primary investors. It is my understanding that they have recently had a son, and want for him to be the next heir? I forget how to pronounce that, after Violet passed. Edgar and Vane sent their remaining daughter, Violet, to us, full well knowing what the show would entail. They've paid us an incredible sum to make sure that she does not return from the show. Fuck. Even for me. This is too cruel. It was too hard to keep reading. I closed the folder and just stared open-mouthed at Yui. There were no words. I knocked at Violet's door late at night, but it was no use. Please! Just leave me alone, Piscrutal! I'm here for you if you want to talk, Violet. Even if she opened the door, I would have no idea what I was supposed to say. What could anyone say? I was wrong. No, it's not only up from here. There's a long way down. Okay. Can I end the episode now? Can I end the recording? Tell Sarai I didn't sleep well last night. I'm ending the recording. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to do this, but it's been an hour-long recording. I haven't done one of those in a long time. I don't know if I've ever done one of those for FLoDT. And these are longer episodes, so I'm sorry again. I don't know how I'm gonna cut this up. But holy fuck, shit got weird, shit changed. Thank you for sticking with this so much, dude. Oh my god. Thank you for being here, thank you for sitting with this, thank you for existing. I accidentally hit space, but that's better. Thank you. I can't thank you enough right now. Jesus Christ. I can't believe what's happening. I was meaning to say this at like the end of the game. I've been holding on to this thought until the end of the game, but that hasn't happened yet, and I really want to say it now. Because this game has a really... It subverts my expectations so well. Like, most of my predictions were wrong, and I'm not trying to say that all my predictions are right all the time in any visual novel or any story or something, but it was always surprising, and I think that's good, and it's exciting, and god, like, it just takes so many turns that I wasn't expecting, even when I was trying to think of turns, and was expecting turns like, Yui's going to kill somebody. This is different, this is something else. I know my voice is really weird right now, but holy crap. Oh my god, dude! I'm sweating so much! Holy fuck! Thank you for watching. It's not over yet, but it will be soon, hopefully. Yeah. Do what you want, man. Have fun. Live life. Don't think about this too much. I'm sure you have other things that are more important. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so badly for watching. And I hope to see you in the next ones, because holy fuck, dude. If any of these were delayed as well, thank you for coming along. I have a feeling they might be. Jesus. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye. See you soon. One of the two. I know this one well.